When you see lots of tomatoes like this, what comes to your mind? For me, it is tomato mix o'clock. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're making a tomato mix that you could use for your stews, your pastas, and the list goes on. And of course, this will save you lots of cooking time. So here are the ingredients to be used for this tomato mix. Here are some fresh tomatoes. Here some red bell peppers, which are equally called Tatashe in Yoruba here in Nigeria. And of course we have some red Scotch Bonnet, which is equally called rodo. And then the last ingredient I want you to guess. Yes, drum roll. And of course we have the red onion. If you guessed red onion, of course you were right. I love using red onion in tomato mix because of the extra sweetness and flavor it adds. So now that the ingredients has been introduced, go ahead and start prepping the ingredients. So first I'm starting with the red bell peppers. So go ahead and remove the seeds from the bell peppers. For the tomato mix, you don't need the seeds from bell peppers because the seed will most definitely make your tomato mix bitter. So take your time and remove the seeds properly. You can see for removing the seeds, I dissected it into two and then gently remove the seeds from it. As I was doing this, I was just admiring the red bell peppers because they were so beautiful. And its beauty equally gives a beautiful pain as well. So whenever you are deseeding your red bell peppers, always do it in a dry place. Don't do it under running water. If not, your hands are most definitely going to burn. And it is going to burn for days. So always do it in a dry place. So I'll go ahead and speed up the process. Here are the red bell peppers. Go ahead and wash the red bell peppers. While you're washing these red bell peppers, under no condition should you immerse your hand into the water. If not, your hands are most definitely going to burn. So just keep on washing it like so under running water. I always take out my time to remove this. If not, it is going to clog your kitchen pipes. In the spirit of taking extra precautions against the burning sensation, go ahead and apply some vegetable oil. You can as well use palm oil and then wash your hands vigorously with some dishwashing liquid. This will help neutralize any sensation that you are going to feel afterwards because Tatashe is not your mate. Oh. Here are the red bell peppers fully washed. Go ahead and set it aside. Next is the Scotch bonnet. Remove the stem stalk of the Scotch bonnet. Here are the peppers fully destalked. Go ahead and wash the peppers. To wash the peppers, I usually use a spoon because personally I don't like immersing my hands into the bowl of water filled with peppers. So here are the peppers fully washed. Go ahead and set it aside. Next is the onion. Initially, I planned on using 3 big sized onions, but along the line there was a change of plan because inside of the onions were so bad and it reduced the quantity of onion I planned on using. So instead of using 3, I ended up using 4 onions. So here are the onions. Go ahead and wash the onions properly. After washing, set it aside. Last and definitely not the least, the fresh tomatoes. Go ahead and wash the fresh tomatoes. After washing the tomatoes, go ahead and cut off the head of the tomatoes and dissect it into 2. This is to expose the inner part of the tomatoes to be sure that there are no foreign bodies. Yes, like worms inside your tomatoes. One major reason why I love to wash my tomatoes last is because of this particular step. After you are done washing, just go ahead and rub just a half part of the tomato juice all over your palms and your arms. This is to neutralize any burning sensation. Like I said, Tatashe is not your mate. Allow it to sit for like 10 minutes. And once it is 10 minutes, just rinse off with just water. And I promise you, you are not going to feel any burning sensation after doing all of this process. Give it a try and let me know your feedback. So here are the fresh tomatoes fully washed. Let's get ready for blending. Take a minute to admire these colors before we go ahead and start blending. So now to start the blending process, set your blender and first put the fresh tomatoes, because tomatoes have the highest water content as compared to the red bell peppers, the Scotch bonnet and the onion. For doing this, you don't need to add extra water. I always cringe when I see people adding extra water whenever they are blending tomatoes, because hello, all the water you need will come from your tomatoes. So once it is blended this way, go ahead and add some parts of the red bell peppers, the Scotch bonnet and the onion. Start up the blender again and then leave the top loader open. So from the top loader, keep on adding the red bell peppers until your blender cup is full. For my blender, it took just I think a minute and 10 seconds to get this smooth consistency. It all depends on the efficacy and the speed of the blender you are using. So now that the mixture is fully blended, go ahead and pour it in the pot. But do not set the pot on fire while you are doing this until all the remaining parts of the ingredients are fully blended. So to blend the remaining parts, you don't need to rinse this blender cup. Just go ahead and repeat the same process I did. Here is the second blend, then the third blend, and then the last blend. So I got a total of 3 full cup jar and then half of the blend of the tomato mix. So now that the tomatoes have fully blended, go ahead and stir everything together so that all the mixture is well incorporated. Then set your pot on fire now and allow it to start boiling down. Note, do not put it on a very high heat in order to prevent it from burning. A medium heat will do just fine. At this point, some of the water content had reduced, so go ahead and reduce the temperature of your heat to the lowest temperature. This is to avoid your tomato mix from burning because it has great tendency of burning. So once the water content is fully down, go ahead and stir the concentrate, because right now it is now a concentrate. If you're still here, it shows that you're enjoying this video. Go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on your post notifications for more amazing videos. So now turn off the heat of your cooker. So here is the tomato mix fully ready. So now I'll go ahead and portion it into this bowl for refrigeration. Here are the portioned concentrated tomato mix. Store this frozen to retain its freshness. Remember, there are no added preservatives. And before storing this in your freezer, allow the temperature to cool. You can use this for your stews, your pastas, whatever recipe you want to formulate or cook. And then once the temperature is dropped, go ahead and cover it and store in your freezer until I come your way again next time. Keep cooking and keep living. Bye.